Hello, fans, and welcome to another exciting night of high school action here on the Warrenton Sports Network. I'm Keith Brown, and we're coming to you live from Warrenton, Missouri, where the hometown Warriors are set to take on the visiting Union Wildcats in a matchup that's got history, grit, and plenty on the line. The Wildcats come in with a record of 7-12-1, looking to snap a three-game losing streak and keep their dominance in this rivalry alive. Union leads the all-time series 7-12-1, same as their record this year, and has won the last 5 meetings between these two teams, a streak Warrenton would love to end tonight. The Warriors, sitting at 11-7, have a mixed bag in their last 5 outings, going 2-3, including a hard-fought, heartbreaking 0-1 loss to Hannibal just last Thursday. But with home turf advantage and a hungry squad, this could be the night Warrenton resets the rivalry and starts a new chapter. It's a cool October evening, but the energy in the stadium is building. Stay with us. Kickoff is moments away, and we got all the coverage right here on the Warrenton Sports Network. Before you hit the road to the big game, make sure you're driving something you love. Gastor Chevrolet has you covered. For over 28 years, the Gastor family has been serving Warren, Lincoln, Montgomery, and St. Charles County with honest deals and hometown service. We're not just another dealership, we're the Gastors. And the Gastors are here full-time, working directly with you on sales, service, and body shop needs. No gimmicks, no hidden fees, just fair prices, and a relaxed, friendly environment. From Truesdale to Wentzville, folks drive in for the Gastorf experience. Shop online, swing by for a test drive, and see why we're built for all seasons, winter, spring, summer, and fall. Gastor Chevrolet, where relationships matter and the customer always wins. Gastor Chevrolet is driven by family and can be trusted by yours. All right, let's looking at the stats for tonight's game. The Wildcats average 2 points or 2 goals a game, and they average giving up 3 goals per game, where Warrenton has a little more offensive output and a little more defensive stopping power. They've averaged 4 goals per game and only given up 2 goals against. The goalie for Union is going to be Sam Miller. He's a senior keeper. He's got 171 saves on the season and a save percentage of 80%. And, of course, the Warriors goalie is Riley McGee. The junior's got 90 saves on the season and a save percentage of 70%. Looking ahead to the next game, the Wildcats will not play again until the district playoff on November 3rd when they'll play Melville, the Panthers. And then the Warrenton Warriors will play Wednesday, October 29th, so that's 2 days from today, against the Sullivan. And it'll be senior night here at David Huff Memorial Field. So if you can't make it to the game, be sure to tune in to the Warrenton Sports Network. And, of course, Friday's football game, the first round of the district playoffs, Warrenton and 3 seed will play Marshall, the number 6 seed, in football here at David Huff Memorial Field. The game will only be available on Misha TV. They don't let us broadcast anything on Facebook or YouTube for the playoffs. So you have to tune into Misha TV, and there is a subscription fee for that. But be sure to check it out. The Warriors will play Marshall this Friday in the first round of the playoffs. Need a roof that's built to last? Call the name Missouri Trust. Mike Brown Construction. With 25 years of experience, we deliver top-quality roofing backed by professional service and premium materials. From quick repairs to full installations, we treat every job like it's our own home. Why? Because we're not just contractors, we're your neighbors. And at Mike Brown Construction, your satisfaction is our success. So when it's time to raise the roof, raise your expectations. Call Mike Brown Construction, where quality meets integrity. Champions aren't just made on the playing field or court. At the Missouri Bank, we bring that same spirit to your finances. Since 1939, the Missouri Bank has been the hometown MVP, serving Warren County and beyond with cutting-edge banking and an old-school integrity. Our mission to deliver honest service, loyal support, and a rock-solid defense of your financial future. Whether you're chasing business goals or saving for your next big win, we're here to help you score. The Missouri Bank, rooted in community, ready for tomorrow. All right, so the top goal scorers for each team. The number one goal scorer for Union is Cody Gilhouse. He is a junior. He's got 27 points on the season, and that includes 9 goals and 9 assists and 4 game-winning goals. The leading scorer for the Warrenton Warriors is Isaac Wagner. He's a senior, number 8. He's got 86 points, 37 goals, and 12 assists. Second for Union is Avery Young, number 2. He's a senior. He's got 23 points, 8 goals, and 7 assists with 2 game-winning goals. And the number 2 scorer for Warrenton is senior Tyler Scruggs. He's number 11. He's got 38 points, 13 goals, and 12 assists with 3 game-winning goals. So both teams' school colors are red and white. Tonight, the Warriors will be in their red uniform with white numbers, and the Union Wildcats will be wearing their white uniforms with red numbers. Looking for your dream home or the perfect rental? Discover it with Hunter's Sake Investments. From charming townhomes to spacious single-family homes, we offer quality living in Warrenton and Montgomery County. Need commercial space? We've got retail and warehouse options in Jonesburg, plus the Jonesburg Party Center. Ideal for showers, graduations, and more. Family-owned, locally rooted, and built on trust. We treat your home like our own. Call Hunter's Sake Investments today, and let's build your future together. Hunter's Sake Investments, where Missouri finds home. All right, so Union's going to start the game first half with the ball. They'll kick off first. The Warriors are coached by John Schulte, Jake Brown, and Jack Wheel. Union is coached by Brady Weinhold. All right, Union starts with possession. And it's stolen there by Hudson Kiefer for the Warriors. Nolan Donovan fighting for the ball. Union turns it over. Two number 7s battling there. That's Trevor Starling for the Wildcats and Caden Baum for the Warriors. Baum comes out with the ball. Up to Wagner, back to Baum. Wagner along the near sidelines, near midfield, kicks it forward for Scruggs. He's on running quickly, but the Union Wildcat gets there first. That's Lane Burkhart. Scruggs centers it. Nobody's home for Warrenton, and the keeper, Miller, comes out and scoops it up. Good effort there from Tyler Scruggs to center that and give the Warriors a chance. All right, Miller clears the ball up to midfield. Wildcats took a penetrating pass, but Riley McGee's there to pick it up. He clears it up towards midfield. Scruggs now with the ball. Isaac Wagner tries to center it. Goes back. Nolan Donovan with the ball. Dribbled back, kicks it back to Hackman. Over to Thompson. Thompson centers it. Wagner fires a long shot. Keeper Miller goes down to one knee, picks it up, jogs it up, and gives it a pooch. Up towards midfield. Evan Donovan up to Thompson. Thompson near the goal area. Over to Wagner. Wagner centers it, and Union Wildcat clears it up towards midfield. A couple of players get tangled up there. Warriors get possession, kick it back to McGee, and he kicks it out on the far sideline. Wildcats toss it in. Got an offsides there from the Wildcats. Coach Schulte imploring his players to have a little more spacing on the offensive side of the field. All right, big throw in there. Wagner comes up with the ball for a moment. Stolen by Camden Keithley. And the ball goes off of Union on the near sideline. Keeper with the throw in. Tries to get it into Wagner, heads it over to Scruggs. Nolan Donovan fights for it now. Union hits a deep pass downfield, but McGee's there and scoops it up once the ball gets into his area. McGee lays into it, kicks it up towards midfield. Keithley settles it for the Wildcats. Over to Avery Young. He dribbles, crosses over, gets behind the defense and kicks it, and this goes wide. Nice effort from Avery Young. He's the second leading scorer for the Wildcats, and he almost put the biscuit in the basket there. Hackman with the ball now, kicks it up towards midfield. Scruggs settles it. Keithley now with the ball for the Wildcats. Stolen back by Scruggs. They're on the move down the right side, kicks it forward. Caden Baum running it down. Keeper Miller comes out and grabs the ball, ends the threat from the Warriors. High ball near midfield. A lot of people trying to head it. Nobody really got control yet. Little pinball action. Kiefer comes and gathers up and settles it for the Warriors. Referee blows his whistle. Free kick for the Wildcats. Trevor Starling will get the free kick. He's the third leading scorer for the Wildcats. He's got 17 points, 6 goals, 5 assists. He lets it fly towards the goal. Header from Wildcats. They tried to get it over to another player who kicked it, but Riley McGee came over and made a sliding save. Nice play by McGee there. Good effort from Cody Gildehouse, the leading scorer for the Wildcats. That was a nice-looking play by the Wildcats. The first guy heads it to the left, gets it over to Gildehouse, and Gildehouse tried to kick it in, but McGee was there to make the jump save. All right, Young now with the ball on the far sideline being marked there by Donovan. Donovan really putting pressure on him and ends up stealing the ball. Young fights back, but the referee blows his whistle. Nice work by Nolan Donovan. Senior doing a good job leading by example on that play, giving max effort here. Second to last home game for the seniors tonight. All right, on the far sideline, Union kicks the ball. They keep it in play. Tegan Williams fights back. Still Union's ball. Gildehouse kicks a pass through. McGee comes out and puts an end to that threat. Wagner heads her. Nice header from Wagner up to Scruggs. Union's there and stops that. Good chance there from Warrenton. Keithley kicks it forward for the Wildcats. Heckman heads it out of play on the left or the near sideline. Tossing it in will be Starling. Gets it in quickly for the Wildcats. Young now. Centers it. Tegan Williams is there. Gets it up to Thompson. Stolen there by Drysdale for the Wildcats. Over to Gildahouse. Gildahouse lets one go. One hopper, and McGee is there. McGee clears it up to Scruggs, heads it forward, tries to chase it down. Kicked out of play over there by Burkhart, senior, for the Wildcats. Williams with the throw-in now. He sails it forward. Wagner tries to steady it. Comes back for the ball. Gets it over to Thompson. Back to Wagner. He's marked by 3. Over to Thompson. He's got it. Oh, and he's just tries to get a shot off, and the player from Union gets a foot on the ball right when he's getting ready to kick it. All right. Back on the attack is Trevor Starling and the Wildcats. A through ball up there for Young. He and Elijah Shepard fight for it. And it goes out of play on the far sideline. They're going to give the ball to the Wildcats. Good job fighting back there by Shepard. Stop that threat from the Wildcats. Wildcats kick it out of play on the far sidelines. Williams will trigger the inbound pass. Stolen by Keithley. McGee comes out and scoops up the ball. Nobody really had possession of it. It's a lot of kicking back and forth between both teams, pinballing around. A little ricochet action. McGee rolls it over to Hackman. He kicks it forward. Union intercepts. McGee's there to scoop it up again. McGee rips one to midfield. Union's there. But so is Caden Baum. Baum gets it, dribbles up to midfield, gets it forward over on the far sideline to Evan Donovan. Looked like the ball went out of play. And Warriors are going to regain possession. Tegan Williams, the senior, is going to have the inbounds duties. No score here between Warrenton and Union. Under 30 to go here in the first half. Throw in. Wagner heads it. Fight for the loose ball. Hudson Kiefer's there. He gets it back to Hackman. Hackman throws one forward towards the goal. Header out by Union. Tegan Williams fires one from long. Sam Miller rolls to his right and slides and stops that threat from Tegan Williams. That's the Warriors' first shot on goal of this game. Union's got 2. Warriors have got 1 shot on goal. All right, on the far sideline, Union's back on the offensive. Shot in there by Lucas Ryback, but that's scooped up by McGee. He rolls it over to Williams. Williams kicks it up the sideline over to Wagner. Wagner's being triple teamed. Gets it over to Nolan Donovan. Passes it forward for Scruggs. Scruggs has still got possession. Gets it over to Hudson Kiefer. Kiefer back to Hackman. Warrenton doing a good job of trying to contain possession of the ball. Hackman gets it over to... stolen by the Wildcats now. Wildcats through ball. McGee's there in time to scoop it up before Avery Young can do anything with it for the Wildcats. Warriors go up the far sideline. Evan Donovan back to Tegan Williams and off his foot out of play. Wildcats will have the possession and they're going to substitute into the game for the Wildcats. Taylor Payrick and Lincoln Drennan, both seniors, into the game for the Wildcats. All right, Union throws it in. Tegan Williams tries to steady it, does so, gets it up to Wagner. He's being pressed hard defensively, but gets by the defender, kicks it forward, through ball to Scruggs. He's got a chance, one-on-one with the goalie. Oh, and he kicks it right at the goalie. Nice play there by Sam Miller to come out and cut off the angle. Good chance from Tyler Scruggs. Good pass from Isaac Wagner. All right. Miller gets it upfield. Keithley on the offensive now for the Wildcats. He centers it. Kiefer's there to break up that play. Over to Donovan. Donovan gets it up to Thompson. Wagner kicks it forward to Caden Baum. Baum uses his quickness, battles, and gets possession of the ball. Centers one. Miller comes out, and the Warriors score first. Caden Baum with assist, and Isaac Wagner with the goal. Great effort from Caden Baum to not only run down that ball, but to then center it, and Isaac Wagner charged into the goal area and was able to just kick the biscuit into the basket. All right, back into action again we go. That was an absolutely stunning play by the Warriors. Good effort, like I said, by Caden Baum to track that ball down and to center it and get it over to Wagner. And Wagner beat the goalie, got behind the goalie, and put it in. All right, corner kick now for the Wildcats. Starling will do the kick to the left of McGee. He waits for his players to get in position. Flies one, curls away from the goal. A header. Nice effort there from Young. Still a loose ball. McGee's tracking it. And an even better effort by Tyler Scruggs to come in and kick that one out of play and stop the Wildcats from getting another threat. Throw in from the Wildcats. Header towards McGee. McGee scoops it up. McGee over to Hackman. Up the near sidelines. Off of Taylor Payrick's leg. How to play. Warrenton and Kiefer will have the throw in right at midfield. Kiefer throws in. Scruggs with the header. Wagner able to track the ball down. He's marked by two players. Fights for it and goes off of Wagner's foot. Asking for a little help from the officials with a little pushing in the back. Wildcats will have a throw-in, though, from the near sideline. Heaves it forward. Keithley off the head. Now near the near sideline. A through ball intended for Starling. Tegan Williams there to end the threat there from the Wildcats. Corner kick now for the Wildcats. Where's it going to be a throw? It's going to be a corner kick. Starling. Trevor Starling, the junior, will do the corner kick to the right of Riley McGee. Hackman positions himself right at the corner bar. Kick curls towards the net. McGee comes out and hits the ball. Not settled. Shot there goes well over the crossbar. Cody Gildehouse with the attempt. Warriors back on the attack. Kick it forward towards Scruggs. Gets it off the chest. Settles it. Union comes back and steals it near sideline. Keithley with a deep pass, but Hudson Kiefer's there. Gathers it in the corner. Comes out with the ball, kicks it forward over to Donovan. No one gets it forward. Caden Baum now off of Baum's foot. Wildcats will have the throw in. They toss it in. A nice header towards the goal, but nobody's there for the Wildcats to gather up or do anything with it. That was Starling with the header. McGee out with the ball now. Over to Williams on the far sideline, up for Mirth, but that could not be gathered up. Trace Mirth into the game for the Warriors. All right, throw in now for the Wildcats on the far sideline. They trail 0-1 here in the first. 22-24 on the clock. Through ball for the Wildcats. Drennan in the corner. Gets it back to Young. Drysdale back to in the corner. A loose ball goes out of play. Wildcats will retain possession. They throw it into Young. He's in the corner, marked by Hackman. They're going to say it went off of Hackman's foot, so the corner kick will be set up for the Wildcats. Once again, it'll be Starling with the corner kick to the right. To the left of McGee. Kick in there. Hackman heads it, stops that threat. One of the players in the Wildcats knocked down McGee. Good defensive play there by Caleb Hackman to go in there and stop that threat. Another corner kick, though, for the Wildcats. Starling's got the ball down. Curls it towards the goal. Header attempt misses from the Wildcats. And somebody else from the Wildcats kick it past the end line. Into the game for Warrenton, Ian Young. The sophomore comes in. He's got 13 points on the season, 6 goals, 1 assist. McGee gives it a boot. Wagner comes back for it, misses that. Drysdale settles it for the Wildcats. They retreat to retain possession. Owen Gildehouse kicks it forward. And McGee's there to scoop it up before anybody from the Wildcats could do anything with that pass. McGee sends one really high. Fight for the loose ball from both teams. Wildcats come up with the ball. Out of play off of Warrenton. Drennan throws it in. Hackman's there to put a stop to that. Another throw in for Drennan. Senior tosses it forward. Kiefer's there to settle the ball. Wagner comes back with off the chest. Dribbles over to his left. Gets it to Williams. Williams up the field. Intended for Scruggs. But the Wildcats settle it. Miller kicks it forward to goalie. Kiefer now with the ball near midfield. Back to Donovan. Over to Tegan Williams. Williams tries to get it up to Scruggs, but goes too far. Owen Gildehouse has the ball. Kicks it over to Miller, the keeper. Miller puts the ball down on the turf. Takes a couple steps backwards. Steps into one. Kicks a low line driver off the head of Wagner. Fight for the loose ball on the far sideline. And Trace Mirth passes it over to Williams. Williams is going to trigger the pass. Gets it over to Wagner. Off his chest. Got a little bump in the back. And they're going to give the ball back to the Wildcats on the far sideline with their own toss in now. Sails it forward. Loose ball. Nolan Donovan's there. He centers one. Ian Young's trying to run it down in the near corner. Goes off the Wildcats. No, they're going to say it went off of Young's foot. Wildcats will retain possession. Corner throw in. Up to Young. Tegan Williams there settles it just inside the midfield. tries to get it forward to Scruggs. Scruggs running quickly, runs it down. Gets it over the far corner off of Mirth, and it'll be Wildcats ball. Substitution for Union. They're going to send in number 4, and I apologize, I do not have a number 4 in my program. I don't believe. Nope, I don't have a number 4 in my program. Wildcats try to advance the ball up the far sidelines, but it goes out of play. Warrenton back on the attack. Try to throw it forward to Scruggs. It got pushed in the back, and the referee sees that and calls that violation. He awards the kick there on the far sideline. Tegan Williams going to take the kick. Williams has got 3 points on the season, 1 goal and 1 assist. Referee talking to the player, making sure he understands what the penalty, what the violation was. Warriors get their players in position. Here comes Williams' kick, curls it towards the goal, and just goes long and wide past the end line. Miller with the kick opportunity, sets the ball back down. Retreats, and now he runs and kicks the ball up near midfield. Donovan's there, stops that. Wildcat goes ahead and kick it back. A couple of headers from both teams. Through ball for the Union, but nobody from Union's there to run it down. McGee comes out from his keeper. Kicks it up the right side, intended for Young, off his back. Actually, as I say, it's off of Wildcat's back. Hudson Kiefer with the toss in now. Gets it over to Wagner quickly. He moves towards center of the field. Camden Keithley steals it from Wagner. Wildcats have it on the move up towards Warrenton's area. McGee comes out of the goal area, kicks it forward to midfield, stopping that threat. Warriors still lead 1-0 here in the first half. Off the goal by Isaac Wagner. Set up by Caden Baum. All right, Camden Keithley now for the Wildcats. Stolen by Wagner. Wagner goes to the middle of the field, stops, and then is tripped up. They're going to get Keithley with the trip. Nolan Donovan will do the free kick duties. Warrenton players run down. Gets set up near the... Actually, it's going to be... Looks like Gavin Thompson's going to take the kick. He sends it down towards the goal area. Off of Wagner's head and off of Wildcat's head. And then Sam Miller comes over and scoops that up. Just to the right of the goal. Wildcats get the ball up near midfield, head it forward. Got a little breakaway here, and the player gets tripped up. Sorry, I can't see the number of that Wildcat player. His hair is blocking his number. But the Wildcats are going to get a free kick. Just outside the goal area. Warrenton setting up their defense now. That might have been Lane Burkhart who had the breakaway. Kick there, coming, sails over the crossbar. Trevor Starling with that attempt. Third leading scorer for Union. Into the game for Warrenton comes Evan Donovan, the senior. He's got 3 points on the season, 1 goal, 1 assist. McGee gets it over to Kiefer. Kicks it up towards Caden Baum. Baum gets back to Wagner. Wildcats with the steal. Warrenton steals it right back. Kiefer's there. Dribbles towards midfield. Goes crossfield now. Tegan Williams brings it up. Tries to get it to Scruggs. Scruggs goes back to Thompson. Thompson sends one towards the goal area. Wagner's there. Fires one, but off a defender. Nice play there by the Owen Gildehouse to stop that threat from Wagner. Wagner really put some pepper on that shot. Corner kick now for the Warriors. Hudson Kiefer will take the corner kick to the right of Miller. He sends it, curls it towards the net, and a header and a goal by Warrenton. Oh, my. A tremendous header and an even better centering kick there by Hudson Kiefer. Warriors take a 2-0 lead at 12:34 left to go in the first half. That was Kiefer to Wagner. Wagner's got both goals off a tremendous assist by his teammates. A header and a tap-in. We said in the opening that, Union leads the all-time series, but Warrenton's looking to flip the script tonight. So far in the first half, they have done that. Started off a little slowly. Coach Schulte gave him some words of encouragement and some direction on offense to get a little more spacing, and since they've done that, they've picked up their effort and really played well here in the first half. All right, they're back on the attack here. Hackman up to Wagner. Wagner dribbles past midfield, gets a center one to Scruggs, but Union's there to break that up. Now Baum with the ball. Gets it over to Wagner on the near sidelines, down in the corner. He's going to center one. A header by Union keeps it out of the goal. Camden Keithley gets it up over to Starling. Starling on the near sideline. He goes cross field, but there's nobody there, and that's going to go out of play on the far sidelines. Tegan Williams will have the inbounds duty. And Williams slings one forward. Scruggs steadies it. Kicks it back to Williams, far sideline. Stolen by the Wildcats. Camden Keithley gets it forward. Intended for Young. Young keeps it from going out of play. Dribbles towards the middle. And he's going to be tripped up there by Tegan Williams. Oh, no, they're going to award him a free kick. So Cody Gildehouse is going to get a free kick. One-on-one with McGee here. Gildehouse goes top bar, and it's off the top crossbar, and it did not go in. Holy cow. Riley McGee was in position, but it went over his head, hit off the top of the bar, and McGee hit it back out, and then the Warriors controlled the ball. McGee has the ball now. They dodged a bullet there. Gildehouse, of course, the Wildcats' leading scorer with 27 points on the season, 9 goals, 9 assists, but he could not put that one away. Warriors maintain their 2-0 lead. Ball pinballing around again, ricocheting off of players. Nobody can really gather up possession. Warrior player got possession, and he's tripped up. Warriors are going to be awarded a free kick there. Looks like it's Gavin Thompson. He's up off the turf quickly. Warriors kick it forward. Up to Donovan, heads it forward to Baum. Baum turns and gets to Wagner on the right side. He crosses, goes towards the middle. Fight for the loose ball, and the Wildcats come out with it. Nice move there by Trevor Starling on the near sidelines. Stolen by Donovan, though. No one gets it up to Wagner. Wagner marked by 2 players, gets it over to Baum on the near sidelines. He fights, goes off a Wildcat player, goes off of Elijah Johansson. Hudson Kiefer will trigger the inbounds pass here. After he's going to turn that over, going to give it over to, I believe that's Cooper Irwin. Irwin flies one to Wagner. Wagner kicks it up in the air, then off his chest, goes back to Kiefer. Kiefer over to Tegan Williams, back to Kiefer, who retreated a little bit. Loose ball. Wildcats come up with possession. They kick it forward, a deep penetrating pass, but Hackman's there, kicks it back to McGee, who boots it back towards midfield, near sidelines. Cooper Irwin gets it up. Wagner fights for it. Oh, gets one off the chest on a hard kick by Wildcats, but Wagner stays with it, gets it to Scruggs. But off of Scruggs' foot and goes back to the Wildcats. Cooper Irwin comes over and steals it now for the Warriors. Gets it forward to Baum. Camden Keithley's there for the Wildcats. And they're going to get Baum for a push. Keithley with the free kick now. Sends it forward. Donovan with the header. Thompson fights for it. Wildcats come up with it. They kick a through ball. Young's there. Avery Young tries to dribble forward but hits it a little too far, and McGee comes out of the goal crease and picks it up, allaying the threat from Union. McGee's been sharp so far in the keeper position for Warrenton tonight. The defense of Hackman and the rest of the team has been really good as well. Starling dribbling the ball on the near sidelines for the Wildcats. Gets past Irwin, spins backwards, bombs there to steal it for the Warriors. And he kicks it forward but off a Wildcat player and goes out of play. Irwin to toss it in for Warrenton. Gets it into Donovan. Turns near midfield. Left foot kicks it forward. Loose ball stolen by the Wildcats. Keithley comes up with it. They're back on the attack now. Tegan Williams' nice slide tackle to steal the ball. Wildcats still have possession. Williams comes over and kicks it off a Wildcat player. Goes out of bounds, and Williams was rewarded with a toss-in. Really good effort there by Tegan defensively to keep the Wildcats away from the goal area. Up towards Scruggs now. Scruggs on the far sideline, dribbles forward. And the ball goes out of play. Union throws it in quickly. Union kicks it out of play near midfield. Tegan Williams with a throw-in pass now for Warrenton. Just under 6 minutes left to go here in the first half. Warrenton leads 2-0. Union has the ball moving up the sidelines, and they kick it out of play. Cooper Irwin will throw that in for the Warrenton Warriors. Donovan gets it over to Thompson. Thompson back to Kiefer. Over to Tegan Williams, midfield, far sidelines. He tries to get up to Scruggs. Now back to Donovan, over to Thompson. Thompson pivots, goes back to the right side of the field, gets to Irwin, who's attacking on the right sideline. Marked there by Starling. Starling battles with Caden Baum now. Back to Irwin. And Camden Keithley kicks it out of play. Irwin with the inbounds toss now. Smartly goes to Wagner. Wagner's double team, settles it. Now he's triple team, spins. Kicks it with his right foot, and who's there? It's nobody but Evan Donovan. The keeper came out and tried to hit the ball, but could not contain it, And Evan Donovan's there just to chip it in. Good effort there from Wagner. So Wagner with the assist. And this time, Evan Donovan gets on the board for the Warriors. Isaac Wagner's got 2 goals and assists tonight. Nice little play there from Evan Donovan, the senior, in the right place at the right time. Got it off the keeper. So Wagner centers it. Sam Miller, the keeper, comes out and tries to play the ball, but it deflects off of him, and Evan Donovan's right there to chip it back into the net for the Warriors. So the Warriors with a 3-goal lead now. They're quite a high-octane offense tonight. So far, and the defense has been rock solid as well. Warriors really playing well. All right, Wildcats now with the ball, far sideline. Looking to get on the board here before the half. They're going to get an offsides there from Union. Tegan Williams will do the kick. Lets his players get down the field a little bit, and Williams sends one up towards Scruggs and Wagner. Wagner comes up with it, dribbles back, now turns, right foot kicks it forward. Intended for Young, but Young can't get there in time. Goes out of play in the near sidelines. Union's going to have a substitution. Number 16, Lucas Ryback, the sophomore, checks back in. He's got 5 points, 2 goals, 1 assist on the year. And it looks like Trevor Starling, I guess he was already in. Never mind. Apologize. All right, Wildcats come up. Kick it to midfield. Hackman's there. Stops the attack. Dribbles forward. And goes across the field. Intended for Williams. He's going to get there before it goes to the sideline. Good hustle from Teagan. Steadies it. Goes forward. This time intended for Scruggs, but the Wildcats read that and intercept it. Donovan now near midfield. Hudson Kiefer playing some defense tonight. On the far sideline, kicks it forward. Union gets it and kicks it up now. They're past midfield, moving quickly. Through ball intended for Ryback. Cooper Irwin's there. Irwin showing good speed to get back there, beat the speedy Ryback back. They pass it over to Drysdale now. To Keithley, back to Drysdale. Drysdale goes across field. That might be Carter Weideman. Oh, a bicycle kick from Union. What a tremendous play. Who gets the goal there? That looks like that was Avery Young with a tremendous bicycle kick after a great centering kick from Lane Burkhart. So Burkhart gets the assist and a bicycle kick goal from Avery Young. That gets the Wildcats on the board. Just a little more than 2 minutes to go in the first half. 3-1, Warrenton leads. Warriors on the far sideline now. 2-goal lead. And Burkhart trips up Evan Donovan on the far sideline. No, it's Nolan Donovan. Burkhart helps him up, and Donovan slaps him 5. Good sportsmanship from both these teams. All right, Thompson now with the kick from the sideline. Warriors get in position. He sends it towards the goal. Union's there to stop that. Ball to the chest. Hackman steals it. Pressing forward. Wildcats try to steal and move forward. Starling with the ball. Fight for the loose ball comes up with Avery Young. He's got the goal for the Wildcats. Goes cross field. Through ball. Irwin's there. Once again, Irwin showing great speed to break up that threat. He kicks it out of play. Wildcats will have a toss in here. Drysdale to pull. Under 1 minute to go here in the first. Wildcats trying to get a little closer before the end of the half. Keithley needs one. Hackman's fighting for the loose ball. Oh, a wicked shot there. Wow, what a really sneaky shot by Avery Young. Right at McGee. McGee's there to stop it. McGee really did a great job of the save there. All right, corner kick now. 12 seconds on the clock. Wildcats curl one towards the goal. Headed out. Nicely by Warrenton. Tegan Williams stopped that threat. And that's going to put an end to the first half with Warrenton leading 3-1. An exciting offensive game from both teams here in the first. So with halftime, we'll do a quick commercial break. On game day, it's all about teamwork, trust, and heart. At Bain Street Real Estate, we bring that same spirit to every home journey. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, our hometown team is with you every step of the way. We believe real estate isn't just a transaction, it's a life-changing experience. That's why we stay in constant communication, deliver expert guidance, and work relentlessly to help you reach your goals. Main Street Real Estate, your home team from game day to closing day, proudly supporting Warrenton athletics in our community. On the field, it's all about strategy, precision, and execution. Off the field, same rules apply. At Servant Heating and Air Conditioning, we bring our A game to every home and business with custom solutions, expert installs, and a reputation for getting it right the first time. We're your home field advantage for year-round comfort. Trusted across Warren County, we've got you covered, home, business, or new construction. Servant Heating and Air Conditioning, where comfort wins every time. And Warrenton Sports Network wants to remind you this is more than just a game. It's hometown pride, live and in action on the Warrenton Sports Network. And behind every play, every stream are the local businesses who make it all possible. When you support our sponsors, you're backing the Warriors and the community. So shop local, say thanks, and let them know you saw them on the stream. Support the businesses that support the game, only on the Warrenton Sports Network. All right, we're back underway here in the second half. We apologize. We seem like we've lost the scoreboard and can't seem to get it back. But the score is right. The time is just not right. All right, so Warrenton starts with the ball first. Fired a shot there by Gavin Thompson. He misses wide to the right of the goal. First shot by the Warriors here in the second half. Trying to get this scoreboard issue figured out for you all. Kicked out a play there. Warriors get the ball in front. Isaac Wagner shot on goal. Good effort from Wagner. Settled that ball quickly and fired it on goal. Nice save there by Sam Miller. Warriors seem to be threatening here early, keeping up the momentum they gained in the first half. All right, we're going to turn the clock off on the scoreboard since we can't seem to get it going. And we're going to keep the score manually here in the second half. All right, far sideline action there. Ball goes off Warrenton's foot. Starling with the inbounds pass. No, actually it's going to be Cooper Irwin. Warrenton's got the ball. He sails one in up to Wagner. Off a Wildcat player. Inbounds pass from the Warriors. Headed out of play by the Wildcats. Irwin with another inbounds toss. High floater there. Header from Thompson goes past the end line. All right, Warriors have Region has the ball past midfield. Irwin comes back and gets it. McGee comes out of the goalie area and kicks it. Donovan over up to Kiefer, who's playing forward now. First half defense, now he's playing forward up the left side. He's being marked there by Burkhart. Ball gets kicked out of bounds. Kiefer gets pushed. Warriors will retain possession. Williams will trigger the inbounds pass. Throws one in, headed up by the Wildcats. Keeper fights for it. Williams saves it from going out of play. And they're going to say it went out of play. Wildcats come out with the ball. That was Cody Gildehouse, and he was tripped on the play. Referee's going to award Union with the free kick here. So we're in the second half. Warrenton leads 3-1. Sorry we lost the game clock. Kick there from Wildcats. Kick it towards the goal area. Over everybody's head. Sails long. Caden Baum's running for it in the corner. And it's going to go off a Union player's foot. Or is it? Actually, they're going to say it went off of Warrenton. They're going to get a corner throw in. Headed by Union. Tegan Williams fires one down the sideline, but it sails out of play. Union lets one float in. Cooper Owens there with the header. And the ball goes out of play on the far sideline. Ball up now towards Evan Donovan. Dribbles towards midfield. Stops, kicks back. Stolen there by the Wildcats. They hit it forward, but McGee's there. All right, Warrenton with the ball. Evan Donovan up to Wagner. Past midfield. Wagner stops, pivots, goes towards the middle. Triple teamed and gets knocked down. Warrenton's been awarded a free kick. Kevin Thompson will do the free kick. Warriors get in position down in the goal area. He's got Tegan Williams to his left, Hackman to his right. Sends one a floater towards the goal. Wagner with the header. Keeper tries to settle it. Union kicks it away. Tegan Williams fights for it. And Union's going to kick it out of play. Tegan Williams will have the throw in from the sides. Quickly throws one towards the goal. Union's there to knock it out of play off the Union player's chest. Past the end line, so Hudson Kiefer will get another corner kick. He's already got one assist from that position tonight. He got the assist on the Wagner header. Keeper sends one arching towards the goal again. Wagner tries to head it. Runs into the goalie. And I believe the referee is going to call that against the Warriors. Yep. They're going to give the ball to Miller. He's going to have the ball. So 32 minutes left to go in the game. Warrenton leads 3-1. Sorry about losing the clock. Donovan tries to head the ball forward. Union gets it. Caleb Hackman finally gets control of the ball for the Warriors. Up the right sideline. Off of Caden Baum's foot. Union will throw it in quickly. They get it up to Avery Young. He's got the lone goal for the Wildcats. Using his speed, they got a chance here. McGee comes out of his area, stops the first threat, and the second threat gets in there. Boy, Union can really score quickly. Something seems just a little, nothing's going on, and then bam, they're on it. That's Cody Gildehouse, their leading scorer, gets the goal. And I think Carter Weideman got the assist. All right, so much tighter game here. Both of Union's goals have really come quickly tonight. When they get in the offensive zone, they can really put some points in the goal quickly. All right, that's kicked out of play by Union. Tegan Williams with the inbounds pass. 31 minutes left to go here in the game. Warrenton leads 3-2. Kiefer blows by Burkhart. Burkhart fights back. And they're going to award the ball to the Wildcats. Referee talking to some of the players. Throw in for Union. Too far for their players. Nolan Donovan has the ball. Dribbles towards the middle. crosses it. Header from Baum to Wagner. Donovan tries to get one on goal, and the keeper comes out and makes a play. Miller now with the ball. Comes out and punts it deep. Cooper Irwin tries to play it. Kim Keithley gets it up the right side over to Burkhart now. Burkhart dribbles up along the sideline. Tries to cross it across the midfield, but intercepted there by Nolan Donovan. Up to Evan Donovan. Donovan stops, pivots, kicks back. Nolan Donovan now with the ball. Gets it over to Caleb Hackman. Hackman dribbles forward near midfield. Sends one intended for Wagner, but Union's there to stop that. But now Wagner's got it off the chest. Battles for the ball. Using his body well. Spins to his right. Goes past one defender. Centers it for Donovan. But Kiefer's there, and Kiefer puts it back behind the goal. So Wagner to Kiefer extends Warrenton's lead back to the 2-goal lead. Warrenton returns the favor. They score quickly on that possession. I don't know why. So your score here is 4-2. Kiefer now back on the attack, using his speed quickly in the goal area. Goes across to Thompson. Thompson has it. Fires one off a Union player and goes past the end line. Under 30 minutes to go now into the game. Tyler Scruggs checks in. Corner kick coming up here for for Warrenton. Looks like Nolan Donovan's going to take this corner kick. He's taking it to the right of the Wildcats. Goalie Sam Miller. Warriors get in position. Charge. Kiefer curls one away from the goal. Wildcats come out and stop the threat. Donovan battles back, gets pushed in the back, and the referee calls that. All right. Free kick going to be taken by Gavin Thompson. He waits for his Warriors to get in position. He's got Shepard to his left. He kicks it towards the goal. A couple headers missed. Back to Shepard, back over to Thompson now. He puts one in the goal area again. Union's there to stop it, kick it up towards midfield. McGee's there, kicks it back. Warriors stay on the attack. Wagner heads it over to Kiefer. We got a referee's whistle. And they're going to say it's Union's ball with a free kick. They've punched one forward. Nice defense there by the Warriors. Stop that one. They call on all sides there. Coach Weinhold from the Wildcats really trying to get after his players, trying to get them on the attack here. Williams with the header. Donovan comes out with the ball. Nolan gets it over to Hudson Kiefer on the near side. Kiefer settles, dribbles. He's really showing his offensive dribbling capabilities tonight. Doing a great job. Header by Scruggs. Union comes back with two headers of their own. Wagner tries to settle it. He does so. Spins to his left this time. Gets it over to Nolan Donovan. Fires one. Keeper Miller stops that. Good effort there from Nolan Donovan to put that on goal. Substitutions into the game. Ian Young for Warrenton. And for the Wildcats, Lucas Ryback, the sophomore, comes in. Young is also a sophomore. Young's got 13 points on this season, 6 goals, 1 assist. Corner kick from Kiefer. Keeper Miller comes out and stops that, catches the ball above his head. Warriors have done a great job tonight, scoring on 2 corner kicks so far. Fight for the loose ball in their midfield. Shepard gets it forward. Irwin with the header. Young now with the ball. Kicks it back towards Shepard. Shepard back to Young. Stolen by the Wildcats. Wildcat players tripped up, and they're going to give the ball back to the Wildcats. We got 25 minutes left to go here in the game. Warriors with a 2-goal lead. They lead 4-2. Free kick from the Wildcats. They send it forward. Irwin's there with the header. Kicks it to the far sideline. Young fights for it. Goes out of play. Wildcats throw it in quickly. They know the clock is running against them here. Shepard kicks it forward. And Young kicks it out past the far sideline. Irwin with the steal. Wildcats fight back. Keeper tries to get it. Header by the Wildcats. Williams has it. Wildcats get it back over to Starling. Starling on the near sideline. Goes off his foot. Warrenton ball. Into the game for the Warriors. Trace Mirth checks in. Throw in for the Warriors. They get it over to Shepard. Shepard's moving upfield quickly, and he just tripped from behind. And the player from Union's been given a yellow card. Into the game for the Wildcats. Number 5, I don't have a name for number 5. Coming out of the game was Avery Young with the yellow card. Young's got the one of the goals for the Wildcats. He got their first goal on a bicycle kick. All right, Warrenton kicks it forward. Cooper Irwin on the far sideline there, midfield, kicks it forward. Wildcats intercept that. And then Shepard intercepts it for the Warrenton. Ball pinballing back and forth between both teams. That ball goes off of Tegan Williams' foot. Union gets the throw in. Ryback gets it in quickly, misses his player, but goes to another Union player. Cooper Irwin's there to stop that threat. Good place to be there for Irwin. Gets it up to Wagner. Wagner uses his body well. Kicks it forward off a Union player. A couple headers by the Wildcats. Thompson fights for it. He gets it. Gets it back to Wagner. Wagner to Scruggs. Tyler fights for it. Tripped up. And what are they calling there? Looks like they got Scruggs for pushing. All right. Union with the free kick. 22 minutes left to go in the game. Warriors lead 4-2. All right, Warriors steal it. Thompson on the attack now. Gavin kicks it up to Scruggs. Tyler steadies it. We've got a whistle behind the play. I guess they're going to call him offsides. Tried to do a through ball there, and side judge says he's offsides. Miller now with the free kick. Keeper comes up, puts the ball down. Miller finally puts his foot into it. Gets it over to Camden Keithley. He heads it. Thompson's fighting with Keithley. Thompson comes up with the ball, gets it over to Nolan Donovan. Little miscommunication there from the Warrior players off of Tegan Williams' leg on the near sideline. Returning into the game is Lane Burkhart for Union. Senior got the assist on that first goal from the Wildcats. He centered it, and Avery Young got the bicycle kick goal. All right, the Wildcats with the throw-in from the sideline. They advance it forward. Fight for the loose ball. Couple headers from the Wildcats. And Camden Keithley gets it. Stolen by Nolan Donovan up to Scruggs. Scruggs uses his body well, keeps the ball away, does a through ball. Young's on his horse trying to run it down for Warrenton. Fight for it on the far sideline. Goes out of play, but they're going to give the ball to Young and the Warriors. He gives it over to Cooper Irwin. Irwin to toss it in now. Irwin slings it in. Wagner tries to head it, but misses. Burkhart gets it out for the Wildcats. Shepard's there to steady it. Kicks it back to McGee. 20 minutes left to go in the game here. McGee gets it up towards midfield. A couple players misplay it, then it's kicked out of play on the near sideline by Taylor Payrick. Tegan Williams will have the inbounds duties. Warriors lead 4-2. Just under 20 minutes ago, that ball goes off of Scruggs. Burkhart chases it in the far corner. Ball at midfield now. Warriors, Wagner comes back for the ball. Wildcats steal it. Burkhart on the far sidelines. Dribbles past a couple Warrenton players. They're going to call something on the Warriors, or for the Wildcats. I am not having any luck getting that scoreboard reattached, folks. I apologize. All right, Wildcats try to get them in. Warrenton's defense there to stop that threat. Substitutions now coming in. For the Warriors, Caden Baum checks in. For Union, Carter Weideman checks in. McGee gets the ball in now for the Warriors. Warriors go up the far sideline. Ball goes out of play off of Union. Fight for the ball on the far sideline. Cooper Irwin comes in and gives it a big boot up the field. It's going to be gathered up by Union. Union players tripped up. They get a free kick just on their side of midfield. Booming kick from Union. Nobody can really track down the ball. Burkhart goes in the corner, marked by Caden Baum. Irwin comes back, fights for it, goes off his foot, and out of play on the far sideline. Burkhart tries to throw it in, and ball slips out of his hand. 16 minutes left to go. Warrenton leads by 2. Union's trying to hold a little more possession of the ball here. A turnover by the Warriors. Shepard comes back. A shot goes just to the left of the goal. That was the second shot on goal here from Union in the second half. All right, McGee curls one over to the left sideline, over to Williams. Williams brings it up the near sideline, over to Scruggs. Scruggs dribbles back, turns, goes up the middle. Through ball. Bomb's almost there, but player from Union kicks it out on the far sidelines. Cooper Irwin's going to toss it in for the Warriors. 15 minutes left to go. Warrenton leads 4-2. Kick towards the goal area. Kiefer tries to settle it. Scruggs has got a foot on it. Union clears it. Up to midfield. Warriors retain possession. Shepard moves it over to Williams. Williams centers one to Wagner. Wagner gathers it up. Over to Williams. Fires one and puts it in the basket. Actually, that might be Gavin Thompson. That is Gavin Thompson off the assist from Wagner. That's kind of a one-timer there from Thompson. So Gavin Thompson Union turns it over. Kiefer has the ball now for the Warrenton on the near sidelines. Warriors got a 3-goal lead now off that last goal by Gavin Thompson. Another assist for Isaac Wagner tonight. That gives Wagner's 2 goals and 3 assists this evening. Fight for the loose ball. Referee blows his whistle. Is going to award a free kick to Warrenton. 14 minutes left to go. Kick towards the goal. Sam Miller comes out and picks up the ball. Settles it down. Union back on the attack. Miller gives it a high arcing kick towards past midfield. Big kick there. Header from Warrenton over to Williams. Up to Scruggs. Scruggs turns, tries to get it to Baum. Baum on the far sideline now, settles it. And it's kicked out of play there by the Union defender. Warrenton will have a free throw in here. And that'll be taken by Cooper Irwin. Irwin gets it in. Over to Donovan. Donovan gets it back over. Kick towards the goal area. Williams has the ball. Gets it over to Kiefer. Kiefer dribbles in. Over to Scruggs. Stolen by Union. Hackman keeps it in the offensive zone. Hackman dribbles back now. Gets it over to Irwin. Irwin down to midfield. Kicks it back to McGee. McGee kicks it forward. Loose ball gathered up by Shepard. Union steals it over to Burkhart now on the far sideline. He's marked by Irwin. Irwin slide tackles and gets it, but goes out of play on the far sidelines. What an offensive show the Warrenton Warriors have put on this evening. They lead 5-2. Big booming kick forward from Union. Misses everybody's head. McGee scoops it up. Runs it up past the left side of the goal. Slings it up the field. Over to Donovan. Donovan dribbles forward now. Gets it up to, looks like Thompson, but Union intercepts it. Burkhart has it now. On the far sideline. Off a Union player. Cooper Irwin will have it now for Warrenton. Into the game for Warrenton. Evan Donovan checks in. Union sends in 10. I don't have a number for or name for him. 19 is Lincoln Drennan. And it looks like it was 23 is the other one. And I don't have a name for that one either. So putting some new players into the game. All right, Irwin floats one up. Fight for the loose ball. Wagner's there. Ball ricochets back and forth. Irwin has it now for Warrenton. He sends it way forward, through ball. Nobody's there really to get it. Evan Donovan's trying to get there. Keeper Miller comes out of the goal area, and then he kicks it over into the goal area and picks it up. Just under 11 minutes to go. Warrenton leads 5-2. Evan Donovan with the steal. Goes, oh, that bomb? That may be bomb. Goes out of play. And they're going to give the ball back to the Wildcats. On the far sideline, Union's going to throw it in. Wagner tries to steal it away from Warrenton. Gets it back to Williams. Williams up the field. Williams has the ball now. Kick towards midfield. Irwin's there for Warrenton. Kicks it back to McGee. McGee kicks it forward now. Burkhart gets it for the Wildcats. Give and go. Burkhart's got it on the right side. Moving up the sideline. Slide tackle by Williams, but Burkhart keeps moving forward. Centers one. Kick there, but it was blocked by Warrenton's Donovan. Warrenton back on the attack. Kiefer through ball. Up towards Wagner. He's back behind the defense. Wagner's on the left side. Does not pull the trigger. Circles back around. Dribbles around the defender. Centers ball. Kicks the one into goal. Oh, what a beautiful move. Isaac Wagner, have yourself a night. Unassisted. Isaac Wagner does a great job running that ball down and then curling one into the goal from almost point blank. The goalie, Miller, had nothing he could do there. It gives Warrenton a 6-2 lead here late in the game. Got 9:14 left to go in the game. All right, Union trying to get back into this quickly, running out of time. They kick it forward down the field. McGee comes out of the goal and scoops it up. Rolls it over to Williams on the left sideline, near sideline. Williams dribbles up, kicks it forward off a Union head. Midfield, Donovan settles it. That's Evan Donovan. Union's got it now. They go up to Burkhart on the near sideline. He's got one assist so far tonight. He stops, pivots, centers one. Union player can't settle it. Up to Evan Donovan now for the Warriors. Over to Kiefer on the near sideline. Kiefer dribbles towards the midfield now. Camden Keithley steals that for the Wildcats. Up to Burkhart. Kiefer kicks it out of bounds. Wildcats throw one inbounds. Hackman with the header. Up to Donovan. Nolan dribbles towards midfield. through ball. Wildcats are there to stop it. Try to get it to Evan Donovan. Burkhart now. Lane has the ball on the near sideline. Up. Camden Keithley tries to get one, the through ball. Caleb Hackman's there and kicks it out of play on the near sidelines. Lane Burkhart will throw it in. We'll have some substitutions coming in. Wildcats come in, number 4. Don't have a name for him. Warriors bring in Ian Young and Trace Mirth. Taking a long time to get this ball in play. They finally throw it in, the Wildcats do. And kicked out of play by the Warriors on the sideline. 6:44 left to go in the game. Union needs several goals here quickly. They're trying to press forward. And the ball goes off the foot of Shepard. Wildcats get it in play, toss it up, header by Keithley. And Nolan Donovan tries to get over to Young. Cooper Irwin kicks it real far down the field. Evan Donovan's trying to get there, header by the Wildcats. Donovan kicks it back to Irwin. Wildcats on the far sideline now and kick it forward. Warrenton settles it on the far sideline. Dribbles forward, kicks it off a Wildcat player who intercepts it. Williams has it, heads it towards up midfield. Wildcats steal it. Player loses his balance, but he's going to be awarded a free kick there. 5.5 minutes to go. Warrenton leads 6-2. All right, Union kicks it towards the goal. McGee comes out, header by Wildcats. McGee scoops it up and falls on the ball. Gets up holding his hip a little bit. Standing up now, stretching it out. Referee comes over and takes a look at him, asks him if he's okay. McGee still working on loosening up that hip and rubbing that right hamstring a little bit. Five minutes and 12 seconds to go. Referee has stopped the time. Checking on McGee. And now he winds the clock. We're back under playing. McGee has the ball. Sets it down. Picks it back up. Takes a few strides forward. Now he's going to give it a big kick with that right leg and does a good job getting it past midfield. Wagner trying to run it down. Trace Mirth gets it now. Gets it over to Wagner on the near sideline. Wagner dribbles forward. Goes across the field. Young settles it. Goes back to Thompson. Young settles it. Fires one. Oh, what a great save there by the keeper, Sam Miller. That was going to go in top shelf. Miller just deflects it up over the goal bar, the crossbar. Nice play there by Ian Young. Sophomore almost had himself a goal. Young gets the corner kick down for Warrenton. 4 minutes to go. Young has the ball in a corner. Curls one. Union kicks it out of play on the sidelines. Warrenton will have a throw-in opportunity now. Irwin's going to throw it in. Overhead pass, headed by Wagner, scooped up by Miller. Miller kicks one high, but towards the near sideline. It's going to go out of play. They awarded the ball to the Wildcats. Wildcats trail by 4. 3 minutes left to go here in the ball game. 6-2 lead for Warrenton. They throw it in the Wildcats. Ball pins around. Mirth comes up with it for a second. And he's tripped up by a Wildcat player. No, they're going to say Mirth tripped up the Wildcat player. Okay. All right, Wildcats get the free kick. Under 3 minutes to go in the game. High arcing kick. Headed forward. Cooper Irwin goes and chases it down for Warrenton. Ball goes out of play off the far sideline. Union will have a throw in. They get it in quickly. Warrenton's there to steal it. Up to Wagner. Wagner turns to his left. Spins. Dribbles up near sideline now. Stops. Goes back towards midfield. Kicks it with his right foot. Up to Evan Donovan. Donovan over to Mirth. Trace gets the ball stolen by Union. They come up the near sideline, but they kick it out of play. Warriors going to bring in some substitutions. They bring in Baum, Scruggs, and Kiefer. 2:05 left to go in the game. Warrenton leads 6-2. What a great offensive explosion that the Warriors have had this evening. They average 4 goals a game. They've got 6 tonight. They've been giving up about 2 goals a game, and that's what they've given up defensively. So playing above average offensively and playing pretty much on par defensively. All right, Union's got the ball. They throw it in up on the near sideline. Headed out of play by the Wildcats. Tegan Williams will throw it in for Warrenton. He flings one forward. Wagner settles it. Tries to get it over to Scruggs. Scruggs gets it to Kiefer. Kiefer on the near sideline. Dribbles in by the end line. Stops. Pivots. Goes off a Union player foot. Out of the end line. Kiefer will get the corner kick now. 1 minute, 14 seconds left to go in the game. Warriors try to add on to their 4-goal lead. Kiefer sends it arcing towards the goal. Off a Warrenton player, but Miller's there to stop it. And they get it up towards midfield. Hackman has it. Dribbles forward now. He sends one towards the goal. Miller comes up and gets that. 48 seconds left to go in the game. Miller sends one up towards midfield. Stopped by Elijah Shepard. Thompson kicks it back towards McGee. McGee comes out of the goal area, kicks it forward towards midfield. Shepard steadies it, gets it to Wagner. Wagner over to Thompson. Thompson through ball. Kiefer's trying to get there. Uses the speed to get there. Dribbles back, stops, turns and looks at the goal, goes left, goes by the defender, centers one, but nobody's there. 10 seconds left to go in the game. Nolan Donovan fights for the ball. Donovan sends one far from way, but just goes left of the goal. Miller's going to scoop it up, and that's going to be the game. Your Warrenton Warriors win tonight. Second to last home game of the year. They beat the Union Wildcats 6-2. We'll be back with the Fast Lane postgame show in just 1 second. The final whistle's blown, but your journey's just getting started. At Fastlane, we're all about keeping you moving, whether it's a quick bite, a fresh brewed coffee, or top-tier fuel. Fastlane delivers fast, friendly service every time, with clean stores, everyday essentials, and smiles to match. We're your reliable stop across the region. So wherever the road takes you after the game or any day, refuel your day at Fastlane. Welcome in, folks, to the Fastlane postgame show, your front row seat to all the action, analysis, and highlights from tonight's matchup. Powered by Fastlane, where convenience meets speed. We're breaking down every big play, standout performance, and game-changing moment. Whether you're tuning in from the bleachers or catching us on the go, we've got everything you need to relive the drama, celebrate the stars, and look ahead to what's next. So buckle up, because the Fastlane postgame show starts now. All right, so your final score here is Warrenton 6, Union 2. That brings the all-time record between these two teams to 11-8-1, still favoring Union, but Warrenton cuts into that a little bit. The score after the first half was Warrenton led 3-1, and your final score is Warrenton wins 6-2. So basically, they doubled the score from the first half. Our stars of the game, number 3 star is going to go to Avery Young for the Wildcats. He got the Wildcats on the board first in the first half with a wonderful bicycle kick. The senior got a centering pass from senior Lane Burkhart, and Avery Young used a bicycle kick to put the ball in the back of the goal, and that gave them their lone goal of the first half and one of their 2 goals. Our number 2 star is going to go to Warrenton senior Hudson Kiefer. The senior had 1 goal and 1 assist. He and Isaac Wagner teamed up. Kiefer assisted on Wagner's goal in the first half, and Wagner assisted on Kiefer's goal in the second half. So nice night from Hudson Kiefer. And then our number 1 star is going to go to Isaac Wagner. He had a hand in all the goals tonight. He had 3 goals and 3 assists. So what a wonderful night for him, and definitely showing why he leads the St. Louis metro area in points scored. Well, that's a wrap on tonight's Fastlane postgame show. Thanks for running the pitch with us through every shot, save, and goal scored. From clutch plays to unforgettable moments, we've covered it all, and the road ahead looks just as good. Next up, the Big Red soccer team will play on Wednesday, October 29th versus Sullivan in a senior night contest. And that game will be live streamed right here on the Warrenton Sports Network. And then our next broadcast after that will be Friday in the district football contest against Marshall. That game will be aired on the Warrenton Sports Network, but it can only be seen on Misha TV. It will not be available on YouTube or Facebook, so make sure you tune into Misha TV. Until then, this is Keith Brown reminding you to stay fast, stay sharp, and we'll see you in the Fast Lane.